What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the first episode of my new show, Tea Time with Zomey. I actually don't have any tea because I don't know how to make tea, and obviously I found out that the tea people are talking about when they say you spilled the tea is not sweet tea. It's like this hot tea stuff that I've never had, nor do I know how to make. So basically I don't have any tea, but I do have this kind of tea. Like, tea is coming. I don't know how much of my other videos y'all have watched if you're watching this right now, but basically, I have been feuding for like ever since the start of this channel, and even before then, like even before I was a YouTuber, I have been feuding with this really popular YouTuber. He has 6 million subscribers, and his name, if you don't know it already, is Matthew Santoro. He was huge like 2 years ago, and he hates me, and like we don't get along, and that's really hard for me because I'm obviously a pretty big fan of him. So it's kind of just been a disappointing thing. Like, basically, if you don't know this already, because I haven't talked about this in a very long time, so I kind of want to relapse on why me and him are fighting. That's gonna be the first episode of Tea Time with Zomey. It's about my fight with him. And we're also going to end the fight today. It's going to be insane. One of us will walk away the winner. So stay tuned. Anyway, it all started when I was on Twitter, and I followed him on Twitter. Like, honestly, that's the thing. I was a huge fan, and I still am, of Matthew Santoro. Like, I love his videos, and I always have. But so I followed him on Twitter, and I was looking, and he tweeted something. So I was like, he's talking about his fight with GradeAUnderA, who's a different YouTuber, who they were like feuding and stuff at the time. It was really entertaining, to be honest. So I went on Twitter, and I tweeted this. And after I tweeted that, I got a notification saying that Matthew Santoro replied to me on Twitter. And before I looked at it, I was like really happy about it because, I'm a huge Matthew Santoro fan, and this was the first time that any celebrity has ever responded to me on Twitter. Because I tweet celebrities all the time, they just don't answer back, which is really sad. But he did, he answered back, and I saw the notification, and I was all happy. I was like, I cannot wait to see what he said to me. And I couldn't find the tweet. Like, he quote tweeted me. I searched his page for a while. I couldn't find it. But I remember what he said I don't know how exact. But he basically said something like, he was talking about the fight, and then he was like, he didn't do anything to my career. And he's like, yeah, I won. Look at this. And it was the analytics for the month. And even then, it didn't, like, the way he said it though, it was really, like, it sounded mean. So I was like, oh no, I need to fix this. So I was like, hey, I'm a huge fan, and I was like, I'm a big fan, and like, sorry I made you mad. It's what I do sometimes. I make people mad every once in a while. But he didn't, of course, tweet that because I was blocked. I didn't know. And then I looked at his profile, and I saw this. Matthew Santoro had blocked me on Twitter. My first experience with a celebrity, like the first time a celebrity ever noticed me, they blocked me on Twitter. How do you think that did for my self-esteem? I did not like that very much, and I didn't it wasn't fun for me. And then obviously, that was going on for a while. I stayed blocked every day. I'd be like, why am I blocked? I wasn't even being mean, but it's what happened. It's the start of the feud. And that's the thing. It's like, I still love Matthew Santoro. Look at the guy's head. He has the best looking head on the planet. Like, legit, look at the head. It's the best looking head in the world. And his videos are entertaining. So it was like, yeah, I was blocked on Twitter, but I was still a fan. It's just how it was. I had to keep the fan base strong. And then, that's like where the story is so far. But now the story has progressed. if you remember, like 8 months ago, I made my video explaining the beef with Matthew Santoro, where I basically talked about the stuff I just talked about. And I didn't think anything of it, I posted there. It actually did pretty well with the views. But I did notice, like a week ago, that I am no longer blocked by Matthew Santoro. Obviously, you're probably just like, maybe he unblocked everyone on his block list, because he blocked a lot of people. That was the thing. It's like, Matthew Santoro blocked everybody. I wasn't very special, but it wasn't a fun experience. But anyway, I saw I was unblocked, and at first, I was like, maybe he just unblocked everyone that he was on his block list. Like, there's too many people on there. The only reason I could think of for why I am not blocked anymore, I think, and this is just a theory at this point. Obviously, I have 2 Twitter accounts. I tweeted him the video where it was talking about him and our beef and everything. My only guess is, and this is this is kind of extremely unlikely, but it'd be so great if this is true, so I'm gonna pretend it is. I think he watched my video. I think he subscribed. I think Matthew Santoro is a Zomey fan. I know I'm a Zomey fan, so maybe he was just like, hey, I like this kid, I'm gonna unblock him. And then he did. And now it's like, the story is a happy story now. It all worked out in the end. So yeah, my beef with Matthew Santoro, I think, unless he watches this video and gets mad again, because he gets mad sometimes, but I think that the beef is finally over. I don't know why I picked a fight with one of the biggest YouTubers on earth, but I did. And it looks like it appearing the way that the beef is finally over. So now the question is, what now? Because this is the first time I have no beef with anyone on YouTube. Having YouTube beef is fun. So it's like, I should start fighting with people at my sub count. That would probably be the best case scenario. But yeah, I kind of want to tweet Matthew Santoro and be like, hey, watch this video and see his thoughts, because obviously it's very obvious that this fight between us was bad for both of us. Both of us were just very emotionally drained by this fight. Even though he never talked about me and never mentioned me, I could tell that even though he wasn't talking about me, in his head, he was still bothered by the tweet that I sent him years ago. So it's kind of refreshing that the beef is over. If you're a Matthew Santoro fan, rest assured that me and him no longer hate each other. We're no longer fighting. It was by far the biggest fight on the internet for a very long time, which is why I had to talk about it for this premiere of my show, Tea Time with Zomey. And it's a happy story, because now me and if you follow me and subscribe, I think it's pretty safe to assume that me and Matthew Santoro are now best friends. I would, if somebody came up to me on the street and be like, who's your best friend? I'd be like, Matthew Santoro, because he subscribed to me. So yeah, me and Matthew Santoro, we were enemies, and now we're like BFFs. We're probably gonna hang out. I'll probably text him later. You never know. But yeah, it's finally over, and I'm really glad the first story of Tea Time with Zomey. I don't have tea. I don't know how to make tea. I couldn't figure it out. But anyway, the first episode of Tea Time with Zomey gets to be a happy story, because the beef's over and we're all good now. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure he'll make a video responding to this later, because this was really hard for him too, and now he's really happy his beef with me is finally over, because it majorly affected both of us. So stay tuned, watch his channel. He'll probably have a video soon. If he doesn't, I'm sure he meant to. It was just too emotional for him to write. Anyway, that's the first episode of my show. You can get your merch down below in the description. Right now, I still have Zomey merch. I am going to be making Tea Time with Zomey merch, because this show will be on every Monday at 3. So yeah, go to the description, get your merch, subscribe, share, and it's time. Zomey out.